we're paying 80 euros, getting back a potential customer that can lead to a deal worth anywhere from $5,000 to $15,000. Pretty fucking good deal. We got 208 of these purchases and we paid 17,000 USD for it. So 17,000 USD and you're getting 208 opportunities to make $5,000. Would you take that deal? Any day of the fucking week. Any day of the week. That's exactly what we're building. So we're building a consistent lead flow. This is something that we've been working on for the past 3 months in Magna, in my agency, and I'm going to show you how to build a 100% automated AI system that gives you a consistent inbound deal flow without hiring expensive appointment setters, cold callers, HR departments, outbound systems, without any of that, without relying on referrals and network when it comes to the growth of your business, but relying on a predictable platform that continuously will give you output and give you a deal flow into your business so you can consistently scale. So that's exactly what you're getting out of it. So you probably want to know, hey man, have you even done this before, bro? And this is exactly what we're doing for our clients. So what we're doing is we're building systems and infrastructures in regards to marketing and sales for other B2B and B2C service-based businesses in Europe and in the Middle East. So that's exactly what we're doing. So to show you a few examples of what this can lead to, we have a few examples. Let me just show you the Excel Ads Manager instead of these fucking screenshots. But one example right here, we have one client. In a matter of 2 months, this was a period of roughly 2 months. We have this client right here. This was a matter of 2 months and they spent 124,000 Danish crowns, and to measure that into, that's going to be $17,000. So we spent $17,000 in this period. At an average purchase of roughly $80. So we paid $80 for every single purchase and every single appointment that we got into this business. So that's an appointment that can lead to deals anywhere from $5,000 to $15,000. That's what a deal is worth of these appointments. So we're paying 80 euros and we're getting back a lead, a potential customer that can lead to a deal worth anywhere from $5,000 to $15,000. Pretty fucking good deal. And we got 208 of these purchases. So 208 purchases and we paid 17,000 USD for it. So 17,000 USD and you're getting 208 opportunities to make $5,000. Would you take that deal? Any day of the fucking week. Any day of the week. So that's exactly what we're building. We're building a predictable flow of clients, of prospects that will book an appointment with you, and you'll nurture them and you'll qualify them before they even show up on the call. So you're not wasting your time on someone who else could never afford or buy your service. That's exactly what we're building. So we're building a consistent lead flow. Another example, we just set up another client here, and this was a client called Brand Firm. And this company is doing 600k per month, 600,000 euros. And sorry for all these different currencies of Danish crowns, of euros, of USDs. This is not to confuse you at all. That's just how my brain works. But we got in the first, this is 30 days. It's roughly in the first 20 days of this campaign, we got one appointment per day for this campaign. And this is cost per result is 308 crowns. This is Danish crowns. And that's equivalent to roughly $40. So 308 DKK to USD, so roughly $44. So 44 USD. And we are selling a service, in this case, they are selling a service at a minimum price of 5,000 euros per month. And their retention is anywhere from 1 year to 3 years. So you're going to count that up with 12 just for having 1 year. And that's going to be 60,000 USD or 60,000 euros. Euros and USD is pretty much the same thing. So 60,000 USD is one customer worth to them, at least, minimum. And they've gotten already 22 website purchases, which is booked appointments on the calendar. So now I'm going to dig into what exactly we've been working on and what is so revolutionizing about this. It seems like any other fucking lead generation method out there. What most companies think that they need is more leads. They need more deal flow. But what they reality need is they need a better system in regards to what exactly happens whenever the lead comes in. And how can you nurture them and ensure that they will show up on the call, and how can you separate yourself from the competition whenever they've already signed up and they're already interested in your service or your stuff. Anyone, and I'm telling you, anyone can generate leads for their business. That's not hard. It should be pretty easy for most of you guys. You just need a good offer and you need to present that offer to the public, and then someone will eventually be interested in buying from you. And I guarantee that anyone who are watching this video right now can get lead prices or appointment prices for their business to under $100. So if you're selling a product of over $2,000, then it will pretty much be worth it for you to run paid advertising to get customers into your business. So I'm going to show you how to build a 100% automated AI system, because the problem that most people face is what happens whenever they're signing up, the leads are signing up. Then I would have to call up the leads, and then I would have to book the appointments, and they never pick up the phone whenever I'm calling them, and they never remember who the fuck I am whenever I'm calling them, because it has been multiple hours since they signed up. And most people have a memory of a goldfish. They can remember something for 3 seconds, and whenever they've signed up for something, they forget everything about it if you do not contact them immediately. So I don't care if you are in financial agency, SaaS, healthcare. It doesn't matter if you are in a part of an SMB, a small or middle-sized business in Europe or in the Middle East, and you're looking to build this consistent lead flow. This is for you. And there's 4 levels of marketing that you need to solve as a service-based business. So first of all, generating leads, because if you're selling a service, you can probably not just send them over to a checkout page and they will check out for a product of $2,000. Very good job if you can. I cannot do that. It's very hard, and the price is significantly higher if you're doing it that way compared to jumping on a call with them. So number one, the first problem that you need to solve is going to be lead generation. You need to solve that problem. That's not hard. That should be pretty fucking easy to do. You just need a good offer, and you need to be able to communicate that to the marketplace, and then you should be able to get some leads into the business. Second of all is booking those leads who are interested into your calendar. So booking the appointments. That's the second problem that you need to solve. How can you do that? Then third thing is warming up the leads before the call, so nurturing them to ensure that they are still interested and they remember who you are whenever they're jumping on the call, and then a qualification system to ensure that you're not wasting your time on people who in reality could never buy your service or product. That's 4 steps you need to solve. And then the 5th step is obviously the sale. But this is the entire marketing process. This is not the sales process. So that's what I'll go through now. So what solutions and what options do we have when it comes to the marketing process of any service-based business? Well, first of all, you have referrals and network, which most businesses is actually reliable on when it comes to the growth of their business. And that's why most businesses only grow by 30 or 40% every single year, because they just rely on referrals and network, or they rely on some kind of outbound system. It can work. I was actually very much against referrals and network. Like, I don't understand why. Like 9-10 months ago, I was very much against referrals and network because I didn't think it was predictable. But you can make it predictable. It's just super fucking hard, and you need an exceptional product that stands out from the marketplace compared to when you want this. So this is the marketing process of any service-based business. So number one, to solve the lead generation problem, you have pretty much 4 options. Referrals and network, it's pretty much the same thing, right? Getting referrals from the network or getting deals in via network. And then you have outbound, then you have paid advertising, getting inbound leads into your business. And then you have an organic strategy as well. I actually forgot to put that in. But you have outbound, referrals and network, organic, and then paid advertising. So organic, it can work, it can be predictable, but it takes you at least 6 to 12 months to get any kind of traction with that. And I don't know if you have that patience, but I don't have that patience. And then you have outbound. Outbound can be a very efficient channel. For those of you who know me from our past, we used that to scale to our first $50,000 per month in our agency. And we did that by sending cold emails. And we sent 90,000 cold emails every single month on autopilot, completely on autopilot, and booked anywhere from 5 to 10, almost 10 appointments per day. So that was a very good system. But there's come increasingly competition. There's better solutions to getting clients into the business, but I'm not saying we're still using cold email. We have just allocated some of the budget that we spent on cold email before and allocated that over to paid advertising, because that's such a lucrative channel where we're getting more data in, so we can make more logical and better decisions in regards to scaling up our client acquisition. So you have 5 different options. So outbound, that's a good option if you do not have money. If you have money, paid advertising is the best way. Referrals and network, I do not recommend that. I do not understand why any business would be reliable on that. Your business will not be worth anything, and you do not know where you are in 3, 6, and 12 months from now when you are reliable on referrals and network when it comes to the growth of your business. Paid advertising, outbound. I'm going to focus on paid advertising in this one, but you can also use outbound. Take a look at my old videos if you're interested in building outbound systems up in your business that can book leads into your company. Second of all is booking those appointments. So what happens whenever someone signs up? They are signing up for your service. They are interested in hearing more, and they are signing up via some kind of lead forms. They're saying, "Hey, I'm interested." Then it naturally becomes a lead, a potential customer. And then it's about booking those appointments directly on the calendar. And how exactly do you do that? Well, if they signed up via paid advertising, via some kind of forms, and they're saying, "Hey man, I'm interested," and they're signing up with all the details and giving us that means that they're interested in hearing more. Now it's about booking them on the calendar. And what most people do, and what I did myself, was I just took a random day. Whenever someone signed up, I took a random time at the day, let's say 12 a.m., and I took all the leads who had signed up in the past 24 hours. And there's a few reasons to why that is a bad idea. First of all, people have an attention span of 8 seconds. I think like 10 years ago it was like 12 seconds, but now it's 8 seconds because of TikTok and Reels and all that. So if you're sitting and scrolling on Reels and you're watching and you're seeing my paid advertising and you're signing up, and it takes multiple hours or just 30 minutes in order for me to respond back to you, you have no idea who I am. So it's like a cold call. So that's the biggest problem. That's why most people are failing with paid advertising, because number one, they can convert leads. That's not a problem for them. But the second, the biggest problem for them is how can they convert leads into booked appointments and nurture them so they already know who they are before they jump on a call. So it's not a cold sales call. It's a warm sales call of people who already know and trust you. So the only thing that you have to discuss on that call is actually the price of the service. And that's one of the easiest sales calls. And if you have easy sales calls, you can also decrease the commission that you're giving to the sales reps because it's an easy close. Everything just becomes better if you're doing it like that. But most people don't. And the problem that they are meeting whenever they're doing the paid advertising is they're not converting those leads into booked appointments, hence why it doesn't work for them. So how can you book the appointments? You can do nothing, and you can pray to God that they will sign up themselves and book the appointment and through a Calendly or whatever. Or you can set up an AI appointment setter. And this is a new system that I'm very excited to show you. This is 100% automated, and it's more human than a normal human. It doesn't make mistakes. It's awaiting 24/7. It can respond to leads if they sign up in the middle of the night, which actually happens. Like 30% of all our leads come in the middle of the night, which I don't understand, but that's how it is. And your cold callers and appointment setters probably probably sleeps at that time. So you want an AI appointment setter to contact and book the leads directly on your calendar. And I'm going to show you how that works, because most people, whenever they hear that, they're like, yeah, okay, that probably doesn't work. But it works. It's better than a human. And then you have a manual app setter. You can do that as well in regards to booking those appointments. That could be someone who you're hiring full time, and for every single call that they're booking from the lead, they will get some kind of commission of $25 to $50 per booked appointments from this one right here. So the reason that I don't like this model right here is, first of all, is because we got some data in from both our clients and ourselves that if someone signs up that they're interested in buying a service, no matter if you're in financial, healthcare, whatever, if they're signing up and they're interested in buying a service and it takes 5 minutes before you're calling them back, then you're decreasing your chances of closing the client because they cannot remember you. And if it goes 10 minutes, then it decreases the chances of you closing their client or booking that appointment on the calendar or converting the client. It decreases by 50% again. So it will continuously decrease more and more and more the more minutes that go, because they cannot remember what exactly they signed up to. That's a problem. Instead of having an AI appointment setter that reaches out immediately, we actually put some delays and timers on saying, hey man, wait 30 seconds so it seems more real for the customers who are signing up. So it seems more real for them. So you have manual app setter, you have appointment setter that's based on AI, which means it's just a software, a piece of code, but it seems more human than the actual human right here. Pretty crazy. And then you have the VSL landing page, 100% automated, and that's also what you can do. That's what we did for some of our for our info product, and we're also doing that for our agency, where we're actually booking the appointments with a video sales letter. So what that looks like is whenever someone is signing up via an advertising, let me just show you /EU. This is just for our agency, and it's the same thing that we're building for other companies as well. So this right here, this is our video that converts them and sells them on a product or on the next thing, which is booking a call with us, on the call to action This is what converts them. This is this letter right here that explains the entire concept and the entire transformation of what people can get out of working with us. And this is what people are getting sold on. They click on schedule a call and then they book a call to speak with us. So a video sales letter, you can also use that with a landing page, and that is also 100% automated. The only problem about the VSL, why it's blue right here, compared to a green one, is because you will increase, it will cost more on Facebook, on Meta. You'll probably get up to the point where you're paying 80 euros per booked appointments if this should work for you. Whereas you can get leads to half of the price if you're using an AI appointment setter, some kind of human touch in regards to booking the appointments on the calendar. But a VSL landing page is 100% doable. It's super automated. And that's a very cool thing, because if it's automated, then you can infinitely scale that shit up compared to having a manual app setter. It's harder to scale it up, and it requires more structure and more systems. Whereas these two, it's a significantly better option. Number 3, qualifying the appointments. What most people do is they do not give a shit. They just talk to any person who are interested in talking to them because they're desperate in getting leads into their business. That shouldn't be a problem for you. Getting leads into a business shouldn't be a problem for you. It's getting qualified appointments into a business that is going to be a problem for you. And I'm talking off experience of so many fucking offers that we've launched in the past like 2-3 years. It's significantly more about obviously the qualified leads. They need to be able to afford your service. They need to be able to understand your offer and be a right fit working with you. And you should be able to deliver results for them. So you want to qualify those leads before they even jumping on a call with them. What most people do is they just talk to anyone. We have an AI personalized qualifier, which means that they're sending out questions and communicating with them and saying, hey man, what is the size of your company? How big is it? What's your revenue? What's your targets for this year? What exactly have you tried before, etc. So they keep on asking them questions and kind of understanding exactly who they are. And based on what they answer, it will either qualify or disqualify the lead. So I'm not even wasting my time on talking to someone who in reality could never buy my service. That's the whole idea of qualification. So qualified leads, that's actually one of the biggest problems in the industry when it comes to lead generation, and most people they just simply do not implement some kind of qualification system inside of their business in regards to solving this problem. Then you have a manual app setter again. That manual app setter who are also booking the appointments can ask them some qualification questions, but again, people cannot remember you. If people cannot remember you, then it's going to be significantly harder to ask those questions. Whereas if an AI personalized qualifier, start the conversation immediately whenever a lead signs up for your service or your stuff. And then you have qualifying questions before they even book the meeting, and that you can also do, and that's mainly what I mean by that is, let's say you're going in here, you're picking a time, your lead is picking a time, you click on next, and then you have a qualification questions in regards to monthly revenue, what is your website URL, how big is your company, how many employees do you have, etc., etc. So you need some qualification questions. So you can do that as well. What we're doing is we are having a combination of qualifying questions and an AI personalized qualifier that is reaching out to them and saying, hey man, what's your revenue? How much are you doing? What's your goals, etc. So we can kind of see, does this align in regards to what service that we're providing for our customers? Can we deliver results for them? Next one, AI nurturing. So the biggest problem that people face when they talk to a completely new lead who has never heard about them before is they do not trust them. And I'm telling you, 95% of the deals that I'm closing, on 90% of the deals that I'm closing on the first call. And the reason that I can do that is because people already trust me before they jump on the call. And the reason that they already trust me before they jump on the call is because we've nurtured them. So you want to nurture your leads. They have to know who you are, what exactly you're offering. So the only thing that you're discussing on that call is the actual price of your service. What exactly are you offering? What can you do for them? They should already know that. What is the price of it? That's why they're jumping on the call. You don't want to mention or send that over in an email, because they will never get back to you, no matter if your product is cheap or expensive. That's just how the human mind works, because it's pain to give away money to achieve a certain outcome. So you want to obviously make it worth it, and you can only do that on the call in most cases, in my opinion. So there's a few options in regards to nurturing the leads. So first of all, you can do nothing, which most people do. They do not nurture anyone, and the first thing that happens whenever they're doing on the call is they lose completely control and authority on the call from the start. And the prospect most frequently says, so can you just tell me a little bit about what you do so we can just see if this is for us or not? And and that's it, and they do not want to answer any questions, etc., etc. So you have no authority, you have no control over the conversation, and there's absolutely no chance that you're closing anyone on a high-ticket deal over 2,000 USD if they do not know who you are already, and if they do not trust you already. You need a nurture material, you need storytelling, you need all that shit before in order for you to be able to close any high-ticket deals. That's very, very important, in my opinion. You need to nurture the leads before you're even jumping on a call with them. You need to give them stories, you need to give them an idea of the transformation that they will achieve of working with you, no matter what exactly you're selling. So you have a few options when it comes to nurturing. Again, you understand where I'm coming from, doing the AI personalized nurturing, because it's just more efficient, it's better, it's more personalized than a human. Then you have the manual app setter, then you have booking forms and Calendly where I can nurture them. And then you can send email marketing. That's actually what should be here. So you can send automated emails after the conversation. What exactly I'm doing is I'm doing a combination of sending emails over to them and nurturing them with personalized content with our AI, with ChatGPT basically. So the difference between these four options is if you're doing nothing, you're getting uneducated leads that shows up 50% of the time. The leads that I'm paying $45 for, in reality, I'm actually paying $90 for show up because 50% of the people are not showing up. Manual appointment setters, they will get leads that shows up with intention to buy, but it's manual and it costs a fuck ton of money to have these appointment setters in. You're paying commission basis, obviously, which is fine, but they're not calling up the leads immediately, which means that you can lose a lot of leads there, which means that your lead prices in reality are significantly higher than they really are. And then you have the email marketing. I don't know why it says uneducated leads here, but if you're doing email marketing, email automations, and showing what exactly you do and who you are before they show up on the call, this can be email reminders from Calendly, Go High Level, or any other software, where you're going to educate them about exactly who you are and what you do. Then it will increase show up rates and they will be educated to buy. So a combination of these two, this is email marketing by the way, and AI personalized nurturing is what means that the lead shows up with the intention to buy. Leads understands your service already, and it's an easy sale for your reps, which means that if it's very, very easy for them and the only thing that they have to do is kind of mention the price and not be a complete idiot on the call, then you can decrease the commissions, which means you'll make more profit in your business. Very, very nice. Pretty sick. So that's it, man. That's the entire system. That's what I would go through if I were you. So you can probably see where I'm coming from. Paid advertising, AI to nurture, qualify, and book the appointments for you. That's just a system that I've seen works so fucking well compared to the traditional way, and it's so much cheaper than having appointment setters, cold calls, cold email systems, and all that shit. We have one system that gets a lead, that converts a lead into a booked appointments, and we nurture them and ensure that they're qualified. So the only thing that our sales reps are doing is meeting up at the call and closing the deal. That's it. So all marketing systems cost money to run. Appointment setters, people are spending anywhere from 10 to 20 to 30 to $40,000 a month on appointment setters on commission basis. We have cold calls, we have cold email systems that cost a lot of money to continuously run. And then we have your marketing team as well, who are taking care of all the marketing. What if you can outsource all this shit? What if you can fix all this? So you have a completely 100% automated system that takes care of everything. So the only role that you cannot outsource, and you cannot do it yet, is going to be sales reps. That's going to be the reps who are sitting on the last call before your prospects turn into customers. That's the only thing that you cannot outsource with this system. So I want to go back to some facts again. So all these systems right here, they lead down to these problems right here. So for every 5 minutes delay from the time the lead signs up to being contacted, the chances of closing on the call decrease by 50% because people have the memory of a goldfish. Next one. If you contact leads 30 minutes to 2 to 3 hours after they've signed up, which I did in the past and which my clients did in the past before we solved this problem, they might not remember you. And that is drastically reducing your chances of booking that lead into the calendar. And then third thing is, no matter who they are, many feel apprehensive right before picking up the phone and start dialing, fear of rejection being a significant issue. So that's what I'm talking about here is the customer or the business owner who are getting all these leads into a business, whether this is you or someone else. We all know how it is to start doing cold calling and start calling up leads. It fucking sucks, man. Especially in the start, especially with the first call. So that's a big pain that they're getting over, and most people, they're just not getting it done because they don't want to go through that pain. So you want to solve that problem for them and get an AI to do it for you. So most small and middle-sized companies in Europe, they do not have a lead problem. The real optimization should be done from the point a lead signs up to the time they get contacted and the quality of the communication between your rep and the customer. That's just my opinion. Getting leads into a business shouldn't be a problem. It's converting and nurturing them leads and qualifying those leads that is going to be the big problem. And that's what you should solve, and that's what you should focus on. Most people can do lead generation. What you can do, listen, if you do not know how to generate leads in your niche or whatever, if you are running an agency or coaching business or whatever, it doesn't really matter. Go into your competition. You probably know your 3 biggest competitors. Go into their ads library and find exactly what they're doing and do the exact same thing and copy them. And then you have a lead generation system that works. Then you solve that problem. That's not really a problem for you. That's not really a problem that you should focus too much of your time on. Yep. What exactly can you do for this? How can you solve this problem? So the solution is you want to build an automated lead flow system that gives you as many leads as you need, and that's what you want to do on autopilot. You do not want to waste all your time on generating the leads and booking those calls, and you want to build a system that continuously works while you sleep. In my opinion, paid advertising is the best way to do that, and cold email if you do not have enough money to do paid advertising. Then if you had a bigger database and Google to answer any question your prospect might have before they work with you, this is what I'm talking about here. It's a chat GPT that can communicate and talk and answer any questions that your prospect have before they jump on a call with you. Bigger database than Google. You need a system that instantly reaches out to your prospects and communicates personally with them when they sign up. That's also something that you need in regards to optimizing this entire process. You need a system that qualifies the leads before you even talk to them, and you can do that manually. You can get an appointment set up, or you can do it via AI. And then you need a system that educates and warms up your leads before you even talk to them. Pretty important. So they know who you are, why you're the best at what you're doing in your brand, and they understand what you're coming from. So what I'm presenting to you here, no matter who you are, we've built a new entire system that took me 3 months to build. This is what we're building for our companies, or the companies and our partners right now, both in the Middle East and in Europe. So it's an AI lead flow system. This system right here allows you to fire your marketing team, but you're building a predictable stream of inbound leads on 100% autopilot. No more. So what exactly is it that you do for your sales reps whenever the prospects jumps on the call, because they do not know who you are and what exactly you're talking about and what exactly your brand is? No more expensive appointment setters. You're not paying them. You're having a cheap AI that you're setting up. You're buying for one time, and you can set up on your own. Go into YouTube and you can find a few tutorials, and then you can probably figure it out. No more no-shows. So after we implemented this system in our own business, we got from 50% show up rate to 80%. We still have 20% who are not showing up. And that's just the industry. That's 80% show up rate. That's very, very high. So you want to solve all these problems. Yeah. So this will lead to getting appointments for $35 a pop, $45 a pop. You can nurture and qualify and warm up your meetings 100% on autopilot, and you're building a predictable stream of 5 to 10 sales meetings per day with a 100% automated sales campaign that performs better than $5,000 a month appointment setters. That's exactly what you're getting. So this leads also to, this is the entire system. You can see this right here. We've built an entire AI. It took us a long time. A combination of Zapier, a combination of AI appointment setter, a combination of Go High Level, all these softwares, and combination of our custom developer who have built this entire appointment setter, so we can continuously book appointments on autopilot. This is what you can get out of it. You can build a full pipeline both for your clients and yourself, leading to deals with $45 per qualified appointments with big corporate B2B businesses, and even more results if you're paying €80 for a lead and they're turning into deals with €5,000. Would you take that deal any day of the week, man? So this is pretty much it. You want to build a sustainable marketing and sales infrastructure in your company. That's what you need. You need a foundation. You need to solve the lead problem. You need to solve the appointment, nurturing, qualifying. And when you solve that, then you will have a predictable stream of incoming leads into a business. That's what we've done. That's what we've solved. So implementing AI in your business increases profitability, deal flow, and decreases CAC, cost per acquisition, and you are dealing with less employees and less headache because you have less employees. And the system does not make mistakes. It does not sleep. This is a 100% automated way of booking appointments on your calendar. This is the newest and the best way of client acquisition for any B2B or B2C service-based business in 2024, in my opinion. So that's it, man. I just wanted to present this to you so you can kind of see what we've been up to. This is a consistent flow of qualified leads, but more importantly, consistent flow of qualified leads that turns into booked appointments, that turns into buy-ready customers on sales calls, that turns into high-ticket deals for you. So no matter what industry you're in, if you're just selling a service-based product or service, then this system would work for your business. And over the next couple of weeks, we will kind of illuminate more and more in regards to what exactly we are doing, and we're just going to share everything with you so you can set everything up yourself. But this is what we're doing for our clients right now to just decrease the cost of marketing so you can increase your profitability in your business. So yeah, any company, SMB, with anywhere from 5 to 150 employees, this system, I would probably take a look at this one more time and then try to solve how you can build this consistent flow of inbound leads on your calendar. You can solve it yourself just by looking at this video. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next YouTube video. Take care, man. Bye.